The year, 1947. The place, New York City. Once again, the Empire State plays host to the great American Legion Convention. And in keeping with their annual custom, the Schenley Distributors Incorporated and Three Feathers Distributors Incorporated, through their Legion Post 1190, play host to thousands of visiting Legionnaires and their wives with a presentation of Celebrity Night in New York's famous Madison Square Garden. For the pleasure and entertainment of those thousands of Legionnaires who were unable to attend the convention and this special night of entertainment, the Schenley and Three Feathers companies have made it possible through these films and the cooperation of your post commander and fellow officers to bring the highlights of the convention, the Celebrity Night, and the parade to you. Your master of ceremonies, Big Bill Lewis, confers with Commander Paul Griffith and other Legion officials. And with the spotlight on the Statue of Liberty posed by Miss American Legion, our own Cindy Ames, we hear Lucy Monroe conclude our national anthem. Now for some snappy drill maneuvers by Harry Keller's world-famed American Legion Zouave drill team from the Richard F. Smith Post, number 29, who hail from Jackson, Michigan. The Zouaves were started 29 years ago when the Legion was formed, and now include veterans from World War I and World War II. These men drill 5 days a week to keep their bodies in trim for these rigid drills and wall scaling feats, and thereby attain this precision-like performance. And here you have Miss Adrienne Ward, star of Mexican Hayride, singing If I Love You. Now here's Bill Lewis introducing the New York Giants champion home run hitters, including Johnny Mize, Willard Marshall, Walker Cooper, Bobby Thompson, and Sid Gordon, who have broken the record that stood for many years. They have batted 221 home runs against the former record of 182. Certainly one of the Legion's favorites, Jimmy Savo now sings his hit song, One Meatball.
To the GI. To the GI. A little man walked up and down and found a meeting place in town. I looked the menu through and through to see what 50 cents could do. One meatball, one meatball. I could afford but one meatball. I told the waiter near at hand, the simple dinner I had planned. But yes, the supper, one more, to hear the waiter loudly cry, one meatball. One meatball, Joe. This Jack was one meatball.
Nightclub atmosphere with 16 gorgeous girls from the Gene Hackett Review. Legion's own audition winner, John Ward, sings the old favorite, Stout-Hearted Men from the Desert Song.
Have a soul and a spirit, never fear it, you'll see it grow. Heart and in fire of a heart, with a fire for the strong obey, when a strong man shows them the way. A man who a stout-hearted man who will fight for the right they adore. Pass me with 10 to a stout-hearted man, and I'll soon give you 10,000 more. Oh, shoulder to shoulder and bolder and bolder, they grow as they go to the fore. Then there's nothing in the world can call for a plan. When stout-hearted men can stick together, man to man.
No, sir, he never took a lesson in his life. But just listen to 6-year-old little John Rockabye Baby make Boogie Woogie. No entertainment would be complete without the two famous Maxes. So we give you the one and only Max Baer and his partner, Slapsy Maxie Rosenblum.
Oh, hello, Max. How are you?
Yeah, fine, Max.
I didn't recognize you standing up. Lie down, will you, Max?
As I did, it feel like old home wakes lying
Do
down
a
looking
scene.
up the ceiling. I can't get away.
Do a scene from your last night.
Uh,
Max, I was outside a
Yes.
short while ago, and a fellow walked up to me and he said to me, Champ,
What a memory.
he said, right. Fellow said, Champ, I haven't had a bite in 2 days.
Say you bit him.
No.
Not that old call.
Oh, stop, Max.
Yes?
You think you're a big shot, don't you?
Why?
Because when you was in the Army, you got the president's situation.
Citation.
Huh?
Citation is the correct pronunciation.
Citation?
That's right.
All right, citation. Go to school for one word.
So silly.
President Citation. We're doing 30 missions over Texas.
You can bet that one of the biggest laughs of the evening was a hilarious bounce dance with plenty of oomph, supplied by our Legionnaires and their ladies.
His yells will throttle by giving him a bottle that's filled with rock and rye. And then you swing your partner, skips him alone. Swing your partner, skips him alone. Come on and swing your partner, skips him alone. Swing him. Again you bounce. And you bounce. And bounce. Again you bounce. And 5-6, pick up 6, rocker by Davy. A bumpy and bliss. But when they get sloppy, we give them a dip. A nice little new one to keep off the goo. Be sure it's a blue one. He's little boy blue. Oh, swing your partner, skip him along. Swing around.
And a word of thanks from Bill Lewis on behalf of the Shenley and Three Feathers.
Pleasure of the Shenley Company. Come for an evening of entertainment for the American Legion at each convention. At this time, I want to thank you all Americans for the kind support given to the Shenley Company and Shenley Post 1190. And now, if I may, I would like to introduce the founder of 9 Shenley Legion Posts, the president of Shenley International, Mr. Theodore C. Weir. Mr. Weir, will you stand up and take a bow, please? And again for a bow, the president of the Three Feathers Distilling Company and Golden Wedding, Mr. Bev Oland. Mr. Oland? And now I'd like to present your very own Commander Paul Griffith. Folks, how have you enjoyed the show to this time? Please remember that the Shenley Company will always strive, as they have in the past, to give you the very best in entertainment. We thank you for the privilege of entertaining you again. Thanks for coming. Good night.
We hope you've enjoyed this show and that you'll be our guest again next year.
From coast to coast and border to border, American Legionnaires take over the heart of Manhattan for their 29th annual convention. The opening bomb explodes with a roar as the largest collection of motorized boxcars, locomotives, and trick automobiles whistle, hoot, and clatter in the hilarious 40 and 8 parade. From a score of states come these smoking, clanging locomotives. automobiles with built-up bodies representing the French railroad engines that pulled the 40 and 8 troop trains in World War I. Noise and high spirits, fun and laughter is the order of the march as the members of the Legion's inner group make merry. For 3 hours they carry on with their mirth-provoking antics. Everything from a battleship to the familiar motorized Pegasus. All the way from Fox Lake, Illinois comes this Legionnaire, a one-man drum and bugle corps with plenty of strings and gadgets. Polished up and tootin' to go is the last of the 38 locomotives, the largest number ever to take part in a 40 and 8 parade. From twilight until the black of night, they stage an uproarious show as more than 200,000 spectators cheer them on. At the 71st Regiment Armory, General Dwight D. Eisenhower addresses the convention with a stirring message.
A pre-revolutionary patriot stirred his comrades with the cry, "Give me liberty or give me death." There need not be any future Patrick Henry. Liberty is ours now. A united and determined American citizenry is, under God, the mightiest force the earth has seen. It can protect itself and lead the world to respect for right and justice and to peace. Goodbye, men. Good luck.
Later, in the same auditorium, the new national commander, James F. O'Neill of Manchester, New Hampshire, is elected. Then, in a martial climax, retiring Commander Paul Griffin leads the mighty American Legion parade up New York's Fifth Avenue. 2 battalions of West Point cadets, immaculate in summer dress uniforms, set the pace for a stirring panorama of flags, military bands, and marching men. 2 million spectators jam the sidewalks, windows, roofs, and every point of vantage. And between this massive throng of humanity, over 50,000 Legionnaires pass with majestic dignity, representing the Legion's entire membership of 3.25 million men. Many mechanized units slowly rumble up the wide avenue and through the man-made canyons of the great metropolis. From Texas, the delegation rides in true Western style. Legionnaires from the Lone Star State capture the fancy of the multitude. Then follows the Texas Mexican unit, costumed in true south-of-the-border style. Veterans of Chateau Thierry, the Argonne, Guadalcanal, and Normandy proudly parade behind the colors they fought to defend. Bright Seminole Indian costumes mark the Florida unit as one of the most colorful in the line of march. Then, from the state of Iowa, the Legionnaires represent a marching field of corn, with each member carrying a large fresh stalk, grown on Long Island, but from Iowa seed. Legionnaires from the Keystone State add greatly to the colorful spectacle. A 4-year-old miss from Bristol, Pennsylvania, very seriously leads her state contingent. wore khaki 3 decades ago make up the preponderance of marchers, outnumbering the veterans of World War II by 3 to 1. Many fine delegations represent the South, with Kentucky's Legionnaires as symbols of the bluegrass country and its blue-blooded thoroughbreds. The line of march becomes a mighty funnel of martial music, clashing color and moving humanity as the American Legion again displays its strength and vivacity. On and on move the state delegations, with music blasting and flags flying under a warming sun. Many unusual uniforms add to the spectacle, like these worn by Legionnaires from Michigan. Through a storm of flickering paper, Minnesota's group presents a colorful spectacle with marching Indians clad in fringed shirts and war bonnets. Interspersed with marching are wild Indian hoops and war dances by the contingent of fair damsels from the Gopher State. New England takes the spotlight as the governor's foot guards from Connecticut, with their high plumaged hats and colonial uniforms, march in true military array. Hundreds of bands keep the marchers in step, often overlapping each other's music, but all resplendent in their immaculate presentation. On they come, Legionnaires from the far west, California, Oregon, and Washington. Finally, New York's large contingent brings to a stirring climax the Legion's finest and most colorful parade. With the Stars and Stripes as its banner of patriotism, the American Legion marches on.